Luka Doncic is the worst defensive star that we've seen in the modern era of basketball.
What do you call a player averaging 34.6 points, 9 rebounds, and 8.5 assists while fixing the one flaw people use to attack? A superstar MVP. How about the problem the NBA hoped would never be unlocked? Because LeBron is back, but the Lakers only look scary when Luka Doncic is running the show. And after years of fat jokes and teams punishing him for his lack of defense, Luka has suddenly reached a level none of us expected. But here's where it gets scary. Everyone knew Luka's flaw was defense. But the numbers don't just show improvement, they show something we didn't think Luka was even capable of. And the deeper we dive into this change, the more we understand why the rest of the NBA is questioning how are they ever going to stop this version of Luka Doncic. In the 2024 playoffs, the Mavericks were carried by Luka and Kyrie Irving all the way to the finals. But there was one problem. Not only did this duo have no help, but the Celtics relentlessly attacked Luka on the defensive end. Luka had never played this many games before. He was struggling with injuries, and he wasn't ready for the way Boston came at him. This is what teams have known for years. You can't stop Luka on offense, but you can balance things out on defense. And we were told Luka would never fix this problem. But everything changed this offseason. Suddenly, we're watching clips like this. Luka staying in front of Steph Curry as he tries to break his ankles, then giving him a hard contest. Against the Bucks, Luka bumping players away when they try to drive, staying in front of Giannis, putting a hand right in his face on a fadeaway, and even knocking the ball loose from Giannis on a layup attempt. What we didn't consider is what truly great players are made of. Luka worked relentlessly to lose weight, to prove Nico Harrison and his fat-shaming mouth wrong, and that is what the NBA has been afraid of. Nico poked the bear. We're getting a Luka who is not only an offensive juggernaut, but also someone who is actively trying on defense. A player locking in on both sides of the ball. In the Eurobasket this summer, Luka was actually nominated for Best Defender of the entire tournament, averaging 2.7 steals per game. But in the NBA, sometimes seeing is believing, so we needed a moment from Luka on the Lakers to actually prove everyone wrong. And against the Spurs, we got it. 35 points, 13 assists, and 9 rebounds is a normal Luka stat line. But with Wemby out there, maybe Luka was extra inspired because he also gave us a career-high tying 5 steals to go along with 2 blocks. 5 steals, 2 blocks. Baby, I see you. DPOY, baby. That, of course, is a stretch. But what's not a stretch is that no team ever wanted to see this version of Luka not only playing defense, but winning games on the defensive end. Now, to be fair, this was just one game. What's even more impressive is that if we dive deeper, Luka's defensive numbers get even better. We'll get to that in a second, but we also need to talk about his offense. As we know, Luka started this year as the best offensive guard in the NBA. Sorry, Shy, but when we add in playmaking, Luka clears. And this is where things get insane. To begin this year, Luka joined Wilt Chamberlain as the only players ever to score over 200 points in their first 5 games of a season. In those same 5 games, Luka also became the only player ever to have over 200 points, 25 plus rebounds, and 25 plus assists. Absurd. But what has changed to cause these results? Well, the weight loss is certainly paying off. Luka is leading the league with and averaging a career-best 12.5 free throw attempts per game. He's attacking the rim in a way we didn't see before. And people worried that with less weight, Luka wouldn't be able to body people. But shedding those pounds has created newfound speed, which has really been what's mattered, as somehow, Luka is also making 95.7% of his shots at the rim this year. A small sample size, yes, but also absurd and historic. But it's here where we really need to focus on defense, and the changes that could launch the Lakers all the way to an NBA championship. If I mentioned Luka and Jimmy Butler in the same sentence defensively, I'm sure you'd originally laugh. But we're deep diving, and the stats show us that Luka and Jimmy are having a similar impact on defense this year. Neither is a good team defender, sure, but Jimmy and Luka have both been good at creating deflections and being versatile on-ball defenders. Overall, Luka's defensive box plus-minus is in the 68th percentile, huge, because his offense is in the 100th percentile. A Luka Doncic who is not only trying on defense but also giving us results creates an unsolvable problem for the rest of the league. And the stats don't lie. Luka is also averaging a career-high 1.9 steals per game, along with a career-high 2.4 stocks, steals plus blocks, per game. This is massive. The numbers are saying Luka is having a championship-type impact. But there's still a big question. How will Luka and LeBron fit together? We heard a lot of negative noise this offseason about LeBron's potential fit with Luka. LeBron didn't sign an extension, creating all sorts of rumors, the biggest being that he didn't like Luka being the center of attention. We even heard LeBron doesn't like not being celebrated. It feels like he recognizes he's not their priority anymore, and that's created tension. But watching Luka and LeBron's first game together this year, it looks like that drama was created for drama's sake. LeBron could literally not be happier on the court, celebrating his teammates, and overall just looking like he was having the time of his life. But most important was the way he played. Do we think LeBron was making a statement here? Because in 30 minutes against the Jazz, LeBron took just 7 shots but finished with 12 assists. This is the version of LeBron James that is terrifying for the rest of the league. Both Luka and Austin Reeves have been offensive forces this year. Luka is averaging over 34 points per game. Reeves is over 28. The Lakers don't need more scoring. What they need is more playmaking and more defense. A lot of people questioned if LeBron would be cool with being a third option. It's early, but it looks like he just wants to win a ring. After the game against the Jazz, he said, "I don't have to worry about chemistry. I don't even understand why that was a question." We love to hear this. And LeBron does not hide when he's unhappy. Just look at how he acted when Russell Westbrook was a Laker. But we need to end this video with one thing about Luka. Will any of this be enough to get him an MVP or, more importantly, an NBA championship? Right now, Nikola Jokic is having perhaps the best statistical season we've ever seen. And Shai is also having a monster year on a 14-1 Thunder team that seems to be trying to break the wins record. So even if Luka has the best season of his life, it might not be an MVP year. He currently sits third in the betting odds for that award. But it can still be a championship year. LeBron is going to be the X factor here. If he plays the role of a willing passer, a lockdown defender, a Scottie Pippen type to now Luka's Michael Jordan, well, then the Lakers will be able to beat anyone in this year's playoffs. Luka always has the ability to be the best player on any court. We saw that impact in the 2024 playoffs when he beat Shai and the Thunder in the second round. The Lakers have a ton of high-performing role players. They have the roster to go out and really win the 2026 championship. And so far, everything we've seen from Luka shows he's pushing for that title. He's trying to prove he is the best player in the world. So while Jokic and Shai might be ahead right now, if Luka keeps playing like this, if in the playoffs he is the player the NBA was afraid of, well, then a change in the NBA's top dog could be coming very soon. So, there we have it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, I think you're gonna really like the videos on your screen right now. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much for supporting. You are awesome. We all know it.